our series where we try to bring about the various different research papers that our students have worked on. So today we are bringing this program to you on a different day at the same time for some reason, right? So we will be discussing about one of the very interesting projects that we worked on and the research paper that was published in relation to this. So before we get into that, I would like to talk a little bit about some of the facilities that we as a EdTech Institute offer. We bring you the chance to work on challenging real-time projects that are going to push you to your limits and even beyond them. We're going to talk about the various phases that are involved in the project methodology, which is our CRISP MLQ methodology. We'll learn about the different tools which are used in industry, like Python, Power BI, cloud platforms, etc. So a whole wide variety of learning experience. We will talk about the research papers that you will have the opportunity to work on, which will be published in international journals. And you'll also get access to a lot of free tools like the mind map, the ML architecture assistant, the resume mapper, and animated learning to enhance your learning experience in the organization. So before we get into the research paper, I'll put forward a very simple question. We have two candidates, Mr. A and Mr. 360. Now, these two candidates will do a comparison, right? And Mr. or Mrs. A, they have trained at XYZ Institute and they have worked on dummy projects from Kaggle, GitHub, or any of the other data sources that are publicly available. Mr. or Mrs. 360, they have trained at 360DigiTMG and they have worked on real-time projects. They have attended daily stand-up calls. They have created end-to-end data pipeline. They have done their deployment on-premise and on cloud. They have attended client meetings and they've had their research papers published in various different international journals. So the simple question here is, which one of these resumes do you think will get shortlisted, right? So with that being said, we'll not spend more time on this. And I would like to introduce to you Megha, who has joined us today. So I've had the opportunity to not just work with Megha on project, but also to be a trainer for her, right? So Megha, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Aditya.
So it is very nice to have you here. So Megha, why don't you walk us through the business understanding of your project that you worked on?
Yeah, so AI Tutor is the project, and it is based on AI-based topic modeling. And the business problem is currently we don't have a system that would gauge the students' engagement during the online education videos. So, more specifically, it depends on how well they have been able to understand the concepts being explained in the videos, and this might also lead to a lot of disengagement and also disinterest to further continue the course. So it is important to have a valuable feedback to the students to understand and move ahead with the courses. So the main objective is to maximize the effective learning of students and also provide a personalized AI-based feedback. And the machine learning success criteria is to achieve at least 80% of the feedback topics. And then the constraint was, in general, the lectures or the faculties had to understand the students' performance and manually give a vague analysis and a feedback.
Yes, it is definitely very difficult to provide personalized feedback manually to every student in a situation like this, right? Because it is going to be a very time-consuming process for everyone to get evaluated at a personal level. This is where AI definitely is going to help. So, why don't you walk us through the project a little bit? You can talk about the data that you used, the kind of algorithms, and the deployment that you did for this project.
Yeah, so based on the business problem that I explained, so we did various research. The two main research we did was speech to text APIs, which have been evolved over the past 10 years, and also the AI based large language models that have been in Zoom in recent times. So the data we have collected is some of the 360 digit MG's YouTube videos and also the lecture videos that are available in iSpry. And then the next process is to understand the video segments where the students have been disengaged and extract the audio and convert that audio into text using the speech to text APIs. So we have analyzed few speech to text APIs which are available based on the automatic speech recognition system and also neural based network models. And post that, the text is then pre-processed using the natural language processing techniques. And that text is now considered as a context and based on few large language models like the BERT topic and also the generative pre-trained transformer models and a little bit of prompt engineering has helped us to understand the whole concept that has been discussed in a short interval of time and give the specific topics which can be revisited by the students to understand which concepts they are lacking behind. And this whole model was deployed on premise on Streamlit and also on the cloud software like AWS.
Perfect. So, Megha, as you have just told me recently that you have also got placed. So before we get into that, this is your research paper certificate for the work that you have done. So my final question to you is that throughout your learning experience from the day you enrolled to your classes, assignments, projects, and this research paper, how do you think that all of this combined together helped you in your career?
So yeah, the end result is also landing into a job and also a prestigious opportunity to write a research paper. But I would say the whole course that has been designed by 360 Digit MG is so good. And not only just the classes, but the extensive assignments that have been designed really help students to have a thought-provoking way of approaching multiple or various types of data sets, may it be image or time series or any sort of data. And the live projects actually help us to understand how to do a project end to end from the research and data gathering and till the deployment phase. So it obviously gains helps me boost a lot of confidence to handle the real world data and it has helped me in the job market as well.
That is great to hear, Megha. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, and joining us all the way from Germany with the time difference and everything,
Yeah.
right? So thank you so much for joining us. We are very happy that you have gotten placed, and we definitely look forward to hear more of your success in your career. And we also want to thank everyone who has joined us today. So please do follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn for various such updates and other interesting content that we provide. So from everyone here at 360 Digit MG, thank you so much and have a great weekend.